Hello and welcome to some more Pokemon Sword and Shield content. I am Dre Gothams, and today we have the very first day of the February online tournament, the international competition going on in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I figured what better time to bring in the webcam and to get some games going on and see how we can do. Let's go ahead and cycle through the stuff here. I think, yeah, it should be in online competitions. And you had to register before today, before I think 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So let's see, participate in official competition. We should be registered. I'm not sure if we can check a new team or if we have to okay. Okay, so we can still choose our team, which is awesome. We're going to be using a Rillaboom and Inteleon team that I've been liking a lot. You know, it's always cool to use the stars. Okay, once the team is locked, we won't be able to switch our team. Interesting. Okay, yes, Galar. Do things such as moving and trading Pokemon and swapping items. So all the items there that we want to use, yeah, let's go ahead and use it. This is going to be for a while, so these things are going to be locked in there, locked and loaded. So hopefully they do us proud. Okay. Registration is complete. Our battle team is locked. We are now ready to participate. So the team is a lot of fun. We have Rillaboom, which a lot of people don't use because grass has a lot of weaknesses. And unfortunately, it's kind of a fragile typing in the meta right now. But Rillaboom brings some nice things to the table. It has Fake Out, which is awesome. It has Knock Off, which is also really good for doubles. So hoping that we're able to kind of do some cool things here. We actually see Indeedee, we see Inteleon. Try to see if we see a Trick Room setter. I think maybe Grimmsnarl, because there's a Mudsdale. They have a couple slow Pokemon, a couple fast Pokemon. I think Rillaboom starting here is actually fine. Don't see any issues starting Rillaboom, and we can actually probably start Durant as well. Want to make sure we're cautious of Inteleon, but I don't think he's bringing Inteleon, seeing as how we have Rillaboom here. Durant's going to be good against Grimmsnarl. That's going to be helpful. We are going to have to do something to deal with that Corviknight, though. So I think Chandelure will be helpful for that. We have Grass for the Mudsdale, so we're good there. We have to be careful about the Intimidate, though, unfortunately. So. Let's take out Chandelure from the starting. Let's go Togekiss. Let's go Durant in the back because of that Intimidate is kind of scary, and then we'll finish off with Chandelure. So yeah, I would have liked to have started Durant and Rillaboom there. The thing is, Gyarados is there threatening Intimidate. That just really would have shut down our whole strategy. So. We'll see what they end up leading off with. If it comes down to it, we may have to do a turn 1 switch out. So yeah, there is Indeedee and Gyarados is kind of the start that we were anticipating. And it could actually be a Moxie. Yeah, so we're okay. No, so there is Intimidate, but I'm expecting a Follow Me and Swords Dance. Luckily, we do have Knock Off here to put some pressure on Indeedee. And I think Max Airstream is going to be a good play here. Let's go on Gyarados. It'll probably get redirected toward Indeedee, but let's just force the Indeedee to make that play. And Gyarados will probably still be faster than us, but hopefully the Airstream will keep us almost right on pace or slightly faster. So, yeah. We'll see how that one works out. We'll see how it goes. And okay, we see a Draining Kiss here, which is fine for us. And Knock Off. Oh, so close, so close. Takes Indeedee down to just about the last bit of health there. Airstream does get the knockout on Gyarados. So I'm not sure. Okay, critical hit. That makes sense. I was expecting to see a Dragon Dance there. But Indeedee gave us a little bit of space, and we took it. So We can't be mad at that. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And okay, here comes Inteleon, which is actually fine for us. So we're gonna drum beat the Inteleon. We have a one stage of speed, so I think our best bet is to keep on tacking that on here. I'm not too worried about Inteleons. Let's just kill the Indeedee. Make sure it doesn't do any sort of tricks or shenanigans here. We are finally seeing a Dynamax, so. And okay, Inteleon, expected. The hope is that, well, hopefully Togekiss is fastest on the field right now. And if that's the case, then Rillaboom getting a +2 should let us attack before. Okay, oh no, actually, Rillaboom's fastest. That's surprising. Inteleon lives the hit, unfortunately, so probably would have been better if we doubled up on Inteleon. But this way, our opponent's only getting off one attack this turn, so pick the poison. Okay, so far so good. Togekiss and Rillaboom doing the work. Here comes the Max Geyser. That's fine. We're gonna tank that. Still did a fair bit of damage though. Curious to see if our opponent is Life Orbed or not. And nope, we don't see the Life Orb damage, so I think we should be in a nice position to go ahead and kind of close this one off. It'd be a nice way to start the tournament. Start the tournament with a win. Obviously, some protects or things here and there could change the situation, but we're going to go ahead and hit the Mudstale for super effective weakness, and we're going to go and keep on attacking on speed. Inteleon, I mean, if Inteleon protects, that wouldn't be the best thing for us, but I think right now we're in a strong position here, so. And we got some nice hype music going on too as well. There comes the drum beat. How much does this do? Nice chunk on Mudsdale. Nice chunk. It's going to lower its speed. That's probably not too relevant, since we have a lot of boosts already. And wow, Togekiss is on a crit spree. Obviously, this is a Scope Lens Super Lux set. I'm sure you guys could guess that with all of the crits that we've been dishing out. But yeah, I like to go more offensive with the Togekiss. I know Togekisses ran a lot in the meta. Like, I would say a good 80 to 90% of the teams that I see have Togekiss. And I was going to leave it off the squad, but we just really needed to help protect Rillaboom. Rillaboom can get targeted pretty easily, and Togekiss with a Follow Me is definitely an item that we can't really pass up. Here comes the drum beating that should finish off the match. So that'll be a GG and a nice way to start things off. Our opponent had some interesting decisions there, so we'll have to make sure we stay on top of our game coming into other matches. But here we go. Okay, and we'll continue battling. So they said that you can do up to 45 matches in a day. That seems kind of wild. I don't know if, I'm sure I'm not going to be doing 45 in a day. I'll be surprised if we get 45 throughout the whole tournament. But let's try to get in a couple games. So, okay, it looks like they do still put you off against people around your own ranks. So here we see Whimsicott, Duraludon. We have Jellicent, either for Trick Room guarding, Charizard, and Cinderace. So we're definitely bringing Inteleon. I think we're going to start off Whimsicott, Inteleon. There is a decent chance for us to try to counter the Whimsicott Duraludon lead. We can bring Durant, because Durant's a pesky thing for Charizard to deal with. And who do we want to bring last? Rillaboom is good for the Jellicent, but that's kind of it. We could bring, I mean, Togekiss is always nice, right? Togekiss is good for some redirection. Is Chandelure ever helpful here? I don't think Chandelure is doing too much for us. Rillaboom can kind of check the Dracovish. But having 2 fires there is just not what you want to see. So we're going to go ahead, stick with Togekiss to play it safe. Bringing Durant is risky enough, being 4 times weak to fire, so that I don't want to bring in Durant and bring in Rillaboom. And we'll see what our opponent brings to the table. Alrighty, here we go. Uh-oh. Opponent has on a nice fit, so they came to party. We see Duraludon and Cinderace, which is actually a bit scary here. We are going to go ahead and fake tears the Duraludon, Dynamax, and Max Quake to try to get the one-shot here. We'll see if our opponent protects, switches out the Duraludon, or just chooses to double up on Whimsicott. The Whimsicott is here strictly for this Duraludon lead. Now this isn't the full kind of typical Whimsicott Duraludon lead that you'll see mainly on the ladder. So I'm kind of curious what our opponent tries to do here. They could just double up on Whimsicott and get it out of the way, which actually wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest. They're gonna Dynamax, so we'll see which... It's in a Beast Ball as well, so I'd imagine that's gonna be Duraludon. Okay, cool. So we'll see if this is gonna land here. I don't know if Cinderace has Fake Out. I feel like it doesn't. It could though. A soccer player. Okay, so he goes Protect, so yeah, that's fine, that's fine. We were not going after you. So we're going to get the Fake Tears, and there should be a one-shot. We'll see if he's Assault Vested or not, but I think this goes even through Assault Vest. And nice, there we go. Down goes Duraludon. That's why we brought you to the party, Whimsicott. Nice work, nice work. So that turn worked out perfectly, not gonna lie. We're able to deal with their Dynamax, get a Protect on the Cinderace. I guess he saw the water and was a little frightened. So Whimsicott's going to keep his Sash, and we're going to be in a nice leading position here. Let's see who's scarring. Okay, so they have Whimsicott of their own. Then we're going to go ahead and taunt their Whimsicott and toss a Max Geyser at the Cinderace, because we know that can't protect. Well, it could try to double protect, but that's not very good odds. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, taunt. Yep, we went for the Tailwinds. We're good there. Cinderace is faster than our Inteleon, so that's good to know. We go down. We actually don't have a Sash on this Whimsicott, actually. I just remembered the Sash is on Chandelure, so that's unfortunate. But the taunt means that our opponent's not going to get off any Tailwinds for the rest of the game, so I think that's a fair trade. And this is a modest Inteleon, so normally you'll go completely max speed to make sure that you outspeed Cinderace. But this is this Pokemon is definitely built to deal with the Whimsicott Duraludon lead, so I feel like I had to take some, you know, reasons and ways to finagle the situation, and it's not ideal, but it's definitely the best way to make sure that we can win that matchup. I'm not sure how much we're going to see it here in this tournament. Probably a lot once we get a few more games in. But on the ladder, especially since it won the Oceania International, everyone and their mom is going Whimsicott and Duraludon and either doing Tailwind or Fake Tears, so we have to find a way to combat that. So here comes a Moonblast. Togekiss takes that pretty well. And we're going to hit through The shield. This might actually, yeah, I was gonna say that might kill because we have the rain up. So Charizard tried to protect, but to no avail. Here comes Air Slash with lands as well, so we're looking pretty good right now. Opponent reveals the Sash. It's always good to get more information. Since you have to be registered to be in this tournament and everyone's teams are locked, I think it is very likely that we'll see the same people here and there. So I'm going to try to make little notes of who's running what and what sets they're running. See, the Whimsicott is faster than our Inteleon as well. So also good to know, Next time we play them, they might just try to start Whimsicott through Aladon. But there we go. Alright, that's 2. We'll take 2. 2 over here. 2 over here. Yeah, we'll take 2. Sure. Okay, we're doing alright. And obviously, they're not going to give you the option to look at any of the teams and stuff that the other person... Oh, communication error. Please start from the beginning. Okay, I guess we got to go back in. Interesting. Let's see here. Let's see if it lets us pick our team again. Okay, no, that's it. Rating. Oh, wow. So we're still trying to build our way up. Let's go ahead and choose a different song here. So number of battles 2. So we're not going to see our overall wins and losses. Interesting. We're just going to see our rating. Okay. This person's rating is also pretty close to us. Okay, so we see Cinderace again. This is a problem. Since he's likely going to be faster than our Inteleon, which hurts. Gyarados with some likely Intimidate. We do need to bring Steel. Yeah, that Cinderace is a problem. Okay. I think we're going to go Togekiss. I don't see any redirection from them. I mean, actually the Clefable could. We're going to leave Togekiss Durant. We have Fairy for the Haxorus. Okay, what are we going to do? Yeah, how do we handle you? We have Ice. Okay, so we're going to need Inteleon. Ice for the dragons for sure. And Rillaboom, do you do much here? Fake outs are always good. Knockoffs are good. I think Whimsicott is nice though. Just for some mid-game, mid-tier speed control. Not leading it feels a little weird. But opponent gets a knockout and we switch into Whimsicott, then that could be helpful. Okay, so we have Haxorus and Gyarados. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see if our opponent is Intimidate or Moxie, which could be a little problematic for Durant though. So here's Mold Breaker, and do we see the Intimidate? No, we do not. So that's actually huge for us. So I think we're going to do a Follow Me to see what the Haxorus does, and we're going to go ahead and do a Rock Fall onto the Gyarados here. Gyarados being Moxie is a little scary, so we're going to try and get that out of the way. If Haxorus does a Dragon move, then that would mean that it's going to be doing 0 damage because it's going to be attacking into Togekiss, Fairy type. So that's kind of what we're hoping here. And Haxorus is actually the one that Dynamaxes. I also wanted to do the Follow Me to try to scout out if our opponent has any fire types. And Haxorus is faster, so that's something that we're going to have to note. That's going to be scary indeed. He could be Scarf though, which would let him Dynamax first, and then maybe he'll be slower afterwards. Oh no, so yeah, he's still faster, and he has a max steel spike actually, so that might take him down. Wow, Togekiss hangs on, which is massive. The Haxorus is beefing up his defense though, so that's kind of scary. And down goes Gyarados. Okay. Gyarados, you are out of here. Togekiss is likely going to be gone as well, and Hax is going to be +2 in defense, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out for us. We're going to have to see what we can do here. Ooh, okay. Huh. Question, is he going to go after us again? Because Dazzling Gleam, I think we're actually going to click Dazzling Gleam and hope that the Haxorus goes after Durant. Getting a double hit would be actually really nice here. And we're going to also target Haxorus with our Durant since he is Dynamaxed. Here comes a Steel Spike. And no, he is going after Togekiss, so that's unfortunate. So this Haxorus is actually getting really beefy. We'll see how much, yeah, so not very much. Not a surprise because a +2 is kind of tough here. Oh, and we see a curse coming out. Okay. Slower play by our opponent. I mean, Durant's pretty frail typically. And Appleton going here to like just kind of beef up its stats is a interesting way to go about it, but we'll see, it might work out. I think we're gonna go after this so Inteleon has Ice Beam here. And I think that's gonna really hurt this Appleton. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to stop it in its tracks. Or we could go after the Haxorus. Nope, Appleton has grass, so let's just go ahead and try to do some serious damage here. Should we beef up our... Let's just go ahead and max Steel Spike. Maybe if we get a high roll on the damage calc, we can get a kill with the weather effect. Ice Beam does a lot of damage there, so that's good. That's good. Decent chip. Here comes the Max Quake, beefing up his special defense, which actually is going to hurt Durant a lot here. But we hang on. Oh, and that was a critical hit. Okay. Opponent landing crits out here. Call him Crit Johnson. Sergeant Crit Johnson over here. This is kind of helpful though. Opponent beefed up his special defense, but didn't get another stat boost on his physical. So we'll see here. We see Apple Acid, which is actually going to hurt a lot. We might be going down. Yep. So I was hoping the Ice Beam would just get a knockout, because Appleton is 4 times weak. But I guess the Curse... Well, Curse loaded up his physical defense, not his special. So he's just a real beefy mon. Last up we have is Whimsicott here. But I think Whimsicott should be fast enough to put the pressure on the Haxorus. So we're going to go after Haxorus and then hope that Durant can land his hustle attacks. So it could come down to Durant with the hustle. Let's go ahead and Moonblast here. And let's go X-Scissor on the Appleton. That's the good thing about having X-Scissor instead of First Impression, is we are able to use it like right now. But we'll see if it lands. Come on, X-Scissor. And didn't land. But we just see a seed though, so that could have been worse. The Moonblast will land, so hopefully that'll be enough to get the kill here. But the leftovers and the seed there is actually a little problematic. Not gonna lie. But come on, Durant. Don't let us down here. We'll see who our opponent has for his last month. Oh, okay, he has Cinderace, which is actually a problem here. So we're gonna have to Tailwind. If we want to win this, we're gonna have to Tailwind, and we're gonna have to land this Rock Slide on Cinderace. This is our only chance to get this win. So you missed the X Scissor. Go ahead and land this Rock Slide for us real quick, Durant. Come on, you can do it. Okay, land somewhere. It landed on Cinderace. Oh no, it didn't even get the kill. But we got the flinch though. We got the flinch. And he goes after Durant, which is probably not the best decision. Appleton's going to get some decent heals. But that flinch was massive. Absolutely massive. Durant's almost dead here. So we're going to Moonblast. Question is, do we want to just make sure that we get down to Cinderace, or... We are faster than Cinderace, so let's just go Appleton to make sure we guarantee a kill. And I think we're going to Superpower. Something that has just the highest odds to land here. So here comes a Moonblast. We'll see how special defensive takey this Appleton is. Now Appleton goes down. And Durant lands. Let's go. Here we go. Okay, we defeated Dan. Dan the man. Lieutenant Dan. Well, I sure like to play Pokemon, Lieutenant Dan. I still have really bad impersonations. You guys are just going to have to deal with that. Let's go ahead and get in another match. So 3-0 so far, doing good. Durant's coming through clutch. Togekiss is coming through clutch. Inteleon's a really good Pokemon. Has a lot of versatility, so been happy what we've been getting out of Inteleon here. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a Trick Room. It's kind of a hybrid, huh? We have Chandelure. I don't know if Chandelure wants to set Trick Room or if it wants to stop it, but we see a Rhyperior. Yeah, we actually see a pretty slow team here. So how can we stop the Chandelure, but at the same time stop that Rhyperior? I mean, yeah, Durant is good against that, right? We just need to make sure that we're faster than this Chandelure. Whimsicott's going to be faster. Okay. Do they have a Whimsicott? No. So we're going to go Durant and Inteleon. Put some definite early pressure. We got to bring Togekiss because there is a Conkeldurr in the midst. And what else do we have last? What do we need to protect? I guess we could bring Rillaboom, right? Rillaboom against the Rhyperior. Sounds pretty nice. Okay. Obviously a little scared of Trick Room. We'll see if our opponent brings out Chandelure. I set up our lead so that we could double up on the Chandelure if we see it come out, just to make sure that no Trick Room goes up. I don't see anyone on the team that could do Ally Switch. I think Togekiss actually gets Ally Switch, so that would be very annoying. And it does look like they're going for a Duraludon Chandelure, so I think the Duraludon is basically like a... It's a little trick, right? Let's go Chandelure. And let's also go Ice Beam just to make sure it lands. I know it seems like a weird play, and I could be going completely way out of the spectrum of what we should be doing here. But I'm anticipating Chandelure being sashed. It's a fire type, so it threatens it threatens our Durant immediately. So we need to make sure we have 2 fast Mons that can take it out. Okay, yep, and I think he did bait us, which was a nice play. Probably gonna proc that weakness policy, but he's still gonna be slower than his next turn, so it's not the end of the world. If we land a Hydro Pump, then maybe we are looking good here. But yeah, that was a good play from our opponent. I don't know if he baited us with the Chandelure or if he just got a little scared. We see a protect from Duraludon though, so that's huge. That actually helps us out a lot here. And the Ice Beam is gonna land first. It's probably not gonna do any damage. Whoa! Okay. Oh, super effective. That's right. He is a ground type. The man is a ground type. Or the lady. The big rock creature is also a ground type. It's a rock and ground type. Alright. So that's one Pokemon down. Duraludon can't protect this next turn, or has a very small chance to protect. So we're looking pretty good so far. We'll see who they bring out next. Still got to be a little worried. It's funny, if they bring out Chandelure, then we're going to have to double up on it again, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we're going to have to do the exact same play here. There's just nothing for it. So we're going to Chandelure, and in case it's Sash, we're going to Ice Beam. What if it switches it out again? Oh, that would have been hilarious. That would have been classic. And our opponent's not Dynamaxing yet, so he could just be waiting just to wait out our complete Dynamax and then try to do like a late game sweep. Or it could just be forgetting to Dynamax. Either way, we'll take it. And okay, Chandelure's down, so we don't have to worry about that fire anymore. Here comes a Thunderbolt. Actually, that's gonna probably take out Inteleon. So that is unfortunate. But I think we have a nice position right here. Their Firemon is gone. Then we're gonna bring out Rillaboom. The Rillaboom just gives us some nice versatility here. We can fake out something. Oh yeah, right. So here, this is definitely a Mon that we're gonna want to fake out. So I think we're gonna Steel Spike. We want to Max Knuckle. Actually, let's Max Knuckle since we have Rillaboom, and that's going to bump up Rillaboom's attack stat as well. As well as just do some nice chip off on Duraludon. The fake out is going to ensure that Conkeldurr doesn't attack this turn, and then Rillaboom is going to have a +1. So he should be putting a lot of pressure on both of their Pokemon. Superpower does a lot to Duraludon, especially at a +1. So yeah, there comes a fake out, which is one of the main reasons why he's on this squad. Not to mention Grass attack damage is actually really good right now with things like a Rhyperior, Gastrodon. It's just unfortunate to be grass typing yourself, so it's a thing that we're gonna have to try to manage throughout this tournament. Here comes a Steel Spike, which we were able to tank, so that's fine. And yep, Duraludon takes some damage there. So I think that was a Life Orb. Okay, mental note, Life Orb there. And now we have to go into this thing where can Durant land his attacks. Superpower, we can go ahead and try to get rid of the Dynamax Pokemon here. And we can go Drum Beating. Cool thing is Drum Beating does lower the speed stat. And Durant lands. Here we go. Let's go. Who do you think you are? I am. So this is looking like it's going to be a nice clean sweep of our first 4 games. And Drum Beating, we are faster. He didn't go for Mach Punch. This is going to even lower the speed of Conkeldurr. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but I think we should be able to outdo rock slides or drain punches here. Now, it would have been a little scary if he did go drain punch and we got into a situation where he was healing more than we were dishing out. But I think we've done all that we can to kind of wrap this up here. Let's go ahead and go for another drum beating. Keep on lowering his speed and doing a nice stab attack. Yeah, Mach Punch comes out. Smart play. It's all he really could do. We'll see what drum beating does here. Because Conkeldurr is really bulky. Nice, nice. Alright, I'm digging it. Well, Bridget, GG, GG. We'll probably see you playing some other time. But, okay, yep. So, 4 up, 4 down. I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here of our Sword and Shield content. Now in the February tournament here. Let's quit battling. Let's see. Online competitions. So it is interesting though. It's good to note that you can't change any of the items on your Pokemon, I think, in our boxes. So even if we're playing, doing raid battles, all that good stuff, we aren't going to be able to change that stuff. That's kind of interesting. So our standing is kind of high now. 829, rating 1559. Okay. So we're slowly moving on up. But yeah, that's going to do it for our first online tournament episode. I've been Dre Gothams. I hope you guys check out more of these. I'll be posting them up. Hopefully trying to get through every day and building our ranking up to maybe get some points. So yeah, tune in next time. As always, take care. See ya.